According to SAE J1832 standards, fuel injectors lose 22% of their spray atomization efficiency by 60,000 miles in average city driving. That translates to 9% more fuel burned and 14% less power on tap. Today, I'm breaking down 7 scientifically verified methods to restore that lost performance without pulling a single injector. Plus, I'll reveal a bonus diagnostic trick at the end that can save you hundreds of dollars before you waste money on unnecessary cleaning. Let's decode this. Method number 1, ultrasonic cavitation cleaning. Here's the gold standard for stubborn deposits that chemical methods cannot remove effectively at all through normal application. Ultrasonic cleaning tanks operate at 40 to 50 kHz frequency, creating microscopic vacuum bubbles in the heated cleaning solution through sound wave propagation precisely controlled. When these bubbles collapse in a process called cavitation, they release energy equivalent to 10,000 psi locally, enough to break carbon bonds without damaging internal components or seals. Professional shops remove injectors, test their spray pattern and flow rate on diagnostic bench equipment first, then submerge them in heated ultrasonic baths for 10 to 15 minutes per cycle. Post-cleaning flow tests typically show 92 to 98% restoration of original cc per minute flow rates, specified by manufacturer exactly as designed. This method works when all chemical cleaning methods fail completely. Expect $200 to $300 for all injectors serviced professionally at reputable shops. Method number 2, EPA Tier 3, detergent fuels. Let's decode the marketing claims with actual regulatory science that matters for your engine performance and longevity over time. Top tier is a voluntary program, but what actually matters is EPA Part 1, 1090 sulfur content with maximum 10 parts per million and detergent deposit control standards enforced federally by law. Lower sulfur means less sulfuric acid formation, the compound that corrodes injector panels and causes spray pattern deterioration over extended time periods. Stations certified under these standards use detergent packages with minimum 300 parts per million active cleaning ingredients consistently in every gallon sold. Independent testing by Southwest Research Institute showed 19 times fewer deposits after 100,000 miles compared to minimum spec fuel quality standards. You don't need premium octane for cleaning benefits at all. Regular grade at certified stations has identical detergent packages, providing the same protection level completely for your entire fuel system. Method number 3, pressurized fuel system flush service. This is where DIY ends and professional equipment begins for serious cleaning results you can actually measure on diagnostic equipment. A shop-grade fuel injection cleaning system bypasses your tank and feeds concentrated detergent solution at 50% polyetheramine concentration directly through the fuel rail at regulated pressure specifications. The pressure typically ranges from 43 to 58 psi, depending on vehicle manufacturer specifications and engine design requirements, exactly as engineered. The engine runs entirely on this concentrated solution for 15 to 20 minutes, forcing it through every injector orifice at normal operating temperature for maximum deposit removal effectiveness. This dissolves internal deposits that external additives cannot reach through normal fuel circulation at all during regular driving. Cost averages $120 to $180 per service, typically at professional shops. Alternative replacement cost, $800 to $1,200 for complete injector replacement if you wait too long and permanent damage becomes irreversible. Method number 4, controlled high RPM carbon oxidation. The so-called Italian tune-up actually has thermal science behind it that mechanics don't explain properly to customers seeking solutions. Carbon deposits oxidize at exhaust gas temperatures above 650 degrees Celsius, measured at the catalytic converter inlet precisely during operation. City driving keeps exhaust temperatures around 400 to 500 degrees Celsius, below the oxidation threshold required for effective cleaning to occur. Highway driving at 3,000 to 4,000 RPM for 20 minutes pushes temperatures to 700 to 800 degrees Celsius range consistently under sustained load. At that temperature, carbon converts to CO2 and exits as exhaust gas naturally through complete combustion cycles. A 2019 study on Toyota 2.5-liter engines showed 31% reduction in intake valve deposits after sustained highway runs properly conducted. Don't redline your engine recklessly without reason or mechanical understanding. Just hold third gear at 65 miles per hour for 30 minutes minimum duration for best cleaning effectiveness. Method number 5, ethanol phase separation. Prevention. Let's kill the ethanol myth with real science facts and engineering data. E10 fuel containing 10% ethanol has a hygroscopic saturation point of 0.5% water by volume at 70 degrees Fahrenheit ambient temperature precisely measured. Below that threshold, ethanol stays dissolved in gasoline perfectly without issues. Above it, phase separation occurs. Water and ethanol drop to the tank bottom as a separate corrosive layer. Your fuel pump then feeds that corrosive mixture straight to the injectors, causing rapid deterioration damage over time. Ethanol stabilizers like Startron use enzyme catalysts to bind water molecules before separation starts occurring naturally in the tank. This becomes critical for storage over 30 days or in coastal humidity areas consistently year-round. Add it before parking your vehicle long-term, then run the engine 5 minutes to circulate treated fuel through the entire fuel rail system properly and completely. Method number 6, polyisobutylene detergent additives. Here's what competitors confuse when recommending additives to their viewers. Polyetheramine targets carbon deposits specifically on metal surfaces. Polyisobutylene targets varnish, the sticky polymer residue from oxidized fuel sitting in lines for extended periods. A 2021 Bosch study showed polyisobutylene additives reduced injector pintle sticking by 67% in direct injection engines after 3 consecutive tanks. You need this on cars that sit idle for extended periods regularly or in storage. Moisture condenses, fuel oxidizes, and you get lacquer buildup on the solenoid armature, preventing proper function. Run polyisobutylene for 2 consecutive fill-ups for maximum effectiveness consistently without skipping. Don't mix it with polyetheramine in the same tank. Their solubility curves conflict chemically. Sequential treatment works perfectly without chemical interference. Simultaneous treatment creates emulsion issues that can clog fuel filters and reduce cleaning effectiveness completely. Method number 7, polyetheramine fuel additives. Here's the chemistry most videos skip completely when talking about fuel additives. Polyetheramine molecules are nitrogen-based surfactants with a molecular weight around 2,000 Daltons, small enough to penetrate carbon deposits but reactive enough to break covalent bonds holding them together. Brands like Chevron Techron use 350 parts per million concentrations in their formulations for maximum effectiveness. The trick? Run your tank to quarter level before adding the bottle for proper concentration ratios. You need a 1:50 additive to fuel ratio for the polyetheramine to reach its critical micelle concentration and work effectively. One bottle won't erase 80,000 miles of cheap gas damage overnight. Use it every 3,000 miles as preventive maintenance consistently for best results. I've tested this on dynamometers. Consistent use prevents the problem before fuel trim data shows deterioration in your engine management system completely. Bonus method: fuel pressure regulator testing. Here's what 90% of technicians miss before recommending expensive injector cleaning services to customers unnecessarily. Before blaming dirty injectors, test your fuel pressure regulator first with a simple mechanical gauge for accuracy. If base pressure drops below spec, usually 40 to 55 psi at idle depending on vehicle manufacturer, your injectors never had enough pressure to atomize fuel properly from the start of operation. That causes incomplete combustion, which then deposits carbon on injector tips as a secondary problem downstream. A $30 fuel pressure gauge and 10 minutes of testing can reveal if your dirty injector problem is actually a $75 regulator failure instead of injector issues. I've seen countless unnecessary injector cleanings when the real culprit was upstream in the fuel delivery system. Always test the system before treating the symptom downstream. That's diagnostic logic, not guesswork that wastes your money unnecessarily. Drop your engine code in the comments, like 2GRFE or N20B20, and I'll tell you which cleaning method your engine needs most based on its injection type and known carbon accumulation patterns. If you're running a direct injection engine and skip these methods, your valves are collecting carbon deposits right now. Hit subscribe and I see you in the next one.